Hey everybody, and welcome back to Midtown Forex for 2019 in our pre-release streaming of our testing processes. We are up here in the what used to be on the 2X version, the southeastern side of the map, where we have a whole bunch of sell points. This is kind of where we left off last night when we bought quality pig food and it took it down to the pigs. You have a bulk pig food buy point here at Midtown Feed. Also a sell point back into. Sell point does have operating hours, just as everything else does here on the map. 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. They work 7 days a week, like many farmers do. Hey, Isaac, Genetic J, Kiwi, Mark, Burnell, Caleb, and what is it? Eiffel Hopper. How y'all doing tonight? Up here we have a whole lot of triggers. Try to identify them all while we're up here. Kind of a decorative over here. We've got Big John's Welding and Fabrication. Jim's Woodworking and Fabrication. Wholesale Lumber Products. All kind of just general decorative bits going on there. We've got the spinnery sell point. And to sell wool, you've got to go inside the building. Doors do close. And most folks keep normal operating hours 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Will be able to tell us if anything has later operating hours or opens early. Fresh fruits and vegetables, fresh meats and eggs. Then over here we've got Midwest Livestock. We've got our animal dealer here. And then this belt, just like Emerald Coast, just like Nebraska lands, you can buy some super cheap manure down here. I was using this belt. This is just an in-game belt. It wasn't working so hot, but I did have pretty good luck on Emerald Coast when I played that map using an auto-loading belt. That seemed to work a lot better. So we're going to do a few things tonight. We have some production we want to get started. Got the Razwood facility we want to get up and running. Start making pre-compost. Got a flour mill we want to get up and running so we can start producing pallets of flour. We've got some apple trees we want to get up and running so we can start producing some crates of apples. So that's kind of the goals for the initial start of the map video today. Testing has been coming along quite well. Yeah, bought that, brought it over. What's built into the map is just the belt sticking out of the building. So it's really designed for low slung manure spreaders or small trailers. But if you do get one of the auto loading belts, one in the mod hub, then it should work a little bit better. That one I kind of had to start it a lot because it would stop once it filled the belt to capacity. So, are getting pig dirt down here. I need to bring straw over here. Now we've got pig food in here. Pig dirt. We're going to need to get them good and dirty. We can try to clean them up and make sure that it cleans up well. Razwood takes straw, manure, and sugar beets. Jump over here. And looks like Darren plopped down a water trigger real fast. We've got our apple trees down here. Our apple trees are up here. It's basically this loop. Take water and manure and we get apples. Now, you'll see the pop-up there. This map does not require global company. Map uses the ETX production script. So it doesn't need global company at all. Oh, we never filled this. I was hearing Will was saying before the stream that we could fill it down here at the river. I like how we've got kind of mud down here. I can only imagine if we had seasons enabled, this would be super muddy. Works. Yep. Draw water out of the river. Hey Raz, what's up? No vehicle sounds. No, I'm talking. Are y'all hearing me or is it just Will? I'm talking. Mic's going up. Alright, so that's just Will going deaf. Much listen to AC/DC. Now, here's a question. Can we... possible to place apple trees? Doesn't look like it. Thanks, Genetic. Thanks for confirming that you can't hear me. And it's just these 2 rows of trees, I believe. Hey, Talgar, what's up? I've already hit those. Got 100 liters of water. And a pool. Nicely sprinkled around the... Now we can see we've got little apples growing here. Oh, apples floating. We've got floating apples. The miracle of science. Then we'll have to come back a little later and see if we have any apples on the ground yet. So this is nice supplemental income. Now you do have to buy the land. So this little plot is $52,000. You do have to make a little bit of an investment to get the apples. It'll take a little bit of time for them to pay back. We'll just leave them there. Now let's run over here to internet. Where'd you go?
What?
Oh, where are you at?
Up at the shop?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to bring down a load of wheat. The
Flour mill?
flour mill, yeah.
I had the trailer loaded sitting at the farm. I figured it wasn't that far. You wanted to take a scenic trip.
Okay, scenic trip it is.
How are we supposed to get sugar beets?
There's a sugar beet buy point in the northwest of the map.
Alright.
I think it's up by 46. I figured it would take that crampy trailer that the manure was in. So it was unloaded at Raswood.
Alright, I was just getting a loading wagon and picking up some more straw to take down here since that'll be our west. All three.
Yeah, there's already one loading wagon down there for it. Got down here herbicide. Oh, 7 to 9 p.m. These guys are open later. We have a herbicide fill trigger, liquid fertilizer fill trigger. What's doing? And then over here we have anhydrous. You have anhydrous on the map as its own unique fill type.
Pallets will spawn at the flour mill the opposite side of where you're dumping them out. Or dumping the wheat out.
So in Farm Sim 17 version of the map, this was a sell point. 19.4x version, this is a production flour mill. Bring it wheat. Over here, we'll see the info pop up. So 50,000 liters of wheat is the maximum. It will start producing fleur. Good old fleur. Any small fields? Sure, there's a few small fields to the north. Small fields to the west. Remember, these are 4x fields, so this might not look that big, but it's kind of sizable. This is a massive field over here. This took a couple hours to run. But if you like big fields, there's some of those there for you too. And you can always carve these things up however you really want, you know. Now it's, I suppose, should start spawning over here. We'll come back in a bit and see. I mean, if you take 37, you could carve 37 up into 37 small fields, really, if you wanted to, right? Right. Take a look here. There's plenty of viable land. Carve up your own fields. This is forest. This is forest. Definitely carve up and make your own fields. Really lots of places. Hey Shane, how you doing? Hey Jay Hammer. What are my thoughts on the map? I don't know. I mean, testing a map and playing a map are pretty different, so I haven't had a lot of playing time. Been a lot of focused testing time. The map has a lot of details in it. Highly detailed. The map fields are a little bit big for my personal taste, but plenty of folks out there that want big maps. Oh. Over here, I wanted to demonstrate that got, of course, the multi-bins over there. You can just dump your crop like you would normally. But over here, basically have single-use bins. See, this bin will hold 553,000 liters. You can put wheat, barley, oat, canola, sunflower, soybeans, or corn in here, but you can only do it one grain at a time. Got the Farm King auger, which is included with the pack, hooked up here. This trailer right here happens to be full of corn. Back up better. Marshall, the map doesn't have a release date yet because it's still in testing. See, we are adding corn to the bin right now via the auger. Guess this trailer unloads a little bit faster than the auger can process. Filling the auger up and stopping it. Alright, so we put corn in there. Now I'm going to go and grab a little bit of a different grain. Because, of course, with normal silo triggers, you just dump whatever you want in there, right? Get a little bit of wheat. You don't need a whole lot. think through here, and what you're going to find is we're not going to be able to unload this trailer because we've already got corn in there. Only going to accept one crop at a time. That's wheat, right? We're unloading it, but we're only putting it in the Farm King. Not unloading. It's stuck in the auger. Now, if we draw our
I'm just
corn,
waiting around to steal one of these trucks so I can unload my combine.
okay. I think the crampy's empty. I'm gonna empty this, then demonstrate that it's then gonna have wheat in it once I empty it out. Hey Claude, what's up? We're gonna have to come back and get another little load of corn. Yeah, there's some 4X maps on the in the Giants mod hub, but they're for PC only. What have a grain door? You can't open the bins. No door to open the bin. Yeah, there's a town. Town's right here.
I emptied it.
Oh, we can't go there. You got the last little bit of corn?
Yep.
So you're going to find these type of bins scattered around the map. PSI bin, Brock bins. Empty now. Might be a little bit of a boogity bug. Boogity bug. There's the wheat. Oh, boogity bug. So something that we'll be testing later in single player is that all of the buildings on the farms, once you buy them, you'll be able to sell them. We need to test that later. Because I don't want to test it don't really want to test it on the server, and I'd have to restart the whole thing just to get the farms back. So we're down here Razwood now. Get 3 compost up and running. So Razwood takes manure, sugar beets, and straw to make a product called pre-compost. And pre-compost is basically used over at the compost heap for the purpose of making compost. So I don't know if we can buy straw. I know we can buy manure. Buy sugar beets. I don't know if we can buy straw. Welcome, I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name, from Netherlands. Hey, Klugage, what's up? Oh, yes. To buy straw bales. This will take bales or loose. But straw is pretty easy to come by. Go buy some sugar beets. And for those that haven't seen the map, do a little bit more of a tour. So we've got the BGA down here. Okay. We've got this really nice substation set up. Really great detail. Because if the biogas plant is producing energy, where does it go? So many maps have biogas plants that aren't connected to a darn thing. Unless they use underground cables that never come out anywhere. Here you can definitely see we've got biogas plant, we've got a substation, we've got the substation connected up to some transmission towers, and then they are connected up to some big time transmission towers that run across the map. Same goes for this wood chip burning plant. So this will buy your wood chips, conveyor them up into this burning chamber, produce energy. We've got our substation here. Again, it is connected up to the transmission tower. Little details like that really make you feel at home. Hey, Mike. Sorry about the cough there, guys. Hey, Michael, what's up? These bunkers are for compost. Bunkers at the BGA that look just like this. Obviously for silage, these are for compost. And you do have to own it before you can use it. Here's a nice little plot right up the road. Find that grass field here. We'll level that off. Oh. Here's the vacant lot. Here we've got a vacant lot. Fairly flat. You can come in here and put your own stuff down if you wanted.
Where'd you say sugar beets are at?
Up there about 46.
Oh, goody. Okay.
So if you played Midtown in 17 or Westbridge Hills, basically this is the edge of the map. Whole area here. Country Haven Trailer Court. This was kind of a campground in previous edits. Trailer court now. Got a telco box. Got a transformer. Artie's gas and grill. And for the person asking about the town, right there. In fact, when you start the map, on all three play modes, you start by owning no land. And you start over at the contractor yard, which is in town. In all three play modes, you start with a pickup truck. But in new farmer mode, you also start with about $2 million worth of hardware. And you can use that to be a contractor, to earn money, to buy land, to buy a farm. Or you can sell that and basically do whatever you want with. I'm going to follow Darren down here and get 2 loads of sugar beets. Now we are in the expanded part of the map. You need to get gas.
I figured I'd see if it works.
Yep. Got a resident swamp over here. This particular building is for root crop storage. Or wood chips in there, potatoes, sugar beets. And here we have the sugar beet sell point. At night, the farmer moves the truck over here to keep folks from stealing his sugar beets at night. Not a very trusting individual. Might need to raise his conveyor belt too. And if you get back up, right? Darn guy doesn't have a tall enough conveyor belt. Do it right, you can fill it from the side.
Yeah, I see that. That that just looks different.
Yeah, we need adjustable tire pressure. While we're over here, let's try to store this. Another storage bin here. The first Stone Valley is 4X, then he released a 2X version. So the first release was 4X. One that was just released is 2. Oh, we don't have a road over there. Well, we'll just make flip around. You could take this grass field and carve it up, and make smaller fields. Well, you know, at such low prices, he should have expected that folks are going to come in and get as much sugar beets as possible. Oh, that's the map edge. That's the map edge. Oh, stop. Before I sink. I can't go around that. Sneaky map author. Oh, that would be awful, right? To limit. To limit how much you could sell or buy from a sell point. Hey, Duramax Lover, what's up? We're living the dream, buddy. Living the dream, right? Days I wish I was living in a dream. Wake up and discover all this junk is farce of my imagination. Oh, two-wheeling it right there. Yep. Don't have to own this. We can just use it. Although it's not popping up that it's got sugar beets in it. You can see sugar beets on that chalkboard. Hey, squirrel bait. Oh, that's interesting, Nathaniel. Yeah, I tapped out. Now, I tapped out. Get me out of this. Oh, in order to meet weight, we had to lose some features. Little bridge. I do, Nathaniel, but honestly, I have absolutely no idea how to get to it. That's where we're going over there. This map will not be on console. It is a 4X. Means that it's too much landmass for consoles. And, well, the file size is enormous. What I understand, what I learned today, that there is a mod limit to consoles. You can only store 4 gigs of mods. Well, the app would eat about half of your quota. Actually, more than half of your quota. Your slot count would probably be negative 500. Based on... Maybe it's not accepted here. This is only a potato storage. Oh wait, it's because it has potatoes in it. That's some free potatoes for the taking. I made a page, but I really don't know what to do with it. So it kind of sits there most of the time. Across this other bridge. Oh, this is good. I want to go this way. That building has free potatoes in it. If you do new farmer mode. I'm going to go this way. I think this hill is gentler. There are indeed some steep hills in this expanded area. Oh, no, no, no. You ever hear of a map called Emerald Coast? Or Nebraska Lands? Midtown USA from Farm Sim 17. Churn Farm from Farm Sim 17. Here, what else we've got? We've got, what's that island map? South Island Farm or something. Oh, there's a good half dozen. Oh, I think I can. I don't want to go that way because that hill is just as bad. That's what I heard. I heard consoles were limited to 4 gigs of mod storage. Alright, we made the hill. Welcome to Midtown. Midtown, America. Gonna skirt the town. Map does have traffic. We've got traffic turned off. Because, well, sometimes there seems to be problems with traffic and multiplayer. Just easier to not deal with traffic. Oh no! Crashed. Where's my winch? Where's Snow Runner? I want a winch. Yeah, good thing I don't have that mod in that doubles the fill weights. There were flatter ways to get around than this. No, Isaac, I don't agree. The last thing I want to be doing is fighting SnowRunner mud. The last thing I want to be doing is rutting up fields with mud. Farming isn't about going mud running. Farming is about turning soil. There is mud in the map if you play with seasons or if it rains. Just your traditional dynamic mud from 17 or 19. Same mud that's in Emerald Coast, same mud that's in Nebraska lands. Well, Mr. Dio, I wouldn't really say that mods are limited in console. Go to the mod hub and you click on basically latest, okay, to get a listing of all mods in the mod hub. All right, we're just going to be talking about mod hub mods. We're not going to be talking about the stuff you can download from, you know, everywhere. There are there's 24 mods per page. So you take the total page count and you times that by 24. That's the total mods available roughly for all platform PC. Then if you take, they have a category for console. Do the same thing, you click on console, 24 mods per page. You multiply the total pages out by that. There's well over, gosh, last time I looked there was probably 1,600 mods for console. Now yes, you can go anywhere nearly and download anything you want. I've seen folks brag about having 20,000 mods in their mod folder. The same folks will brag about it taking 20 minutes to load the game. If it's some badge of honor. But I'd say it's pretty easy that you could run out of mod space on console now. There are a lot less mods available for 17. Sure. Right, I told you how you can go figure out how many of the ones that are on console. There's well over 1,500. Last time I looked was about a month and a half ago.
Well, good luck finding apple crates.
Oh, from the grass?
Yeah.
I think Will said it takes about full game day.
Oh, I know we can't sell them. That needs fixed, but it took me like forever. I didn't think they were spawning any crates, and here I'm standing on it.
All right, let's do that. Let's do a little fun. Let's do this for just funsies. Just funsies. All right, here we are. Giants website. Let's go to the mod hub. Make it a little bigger. Go to latest. All right, we got 94 pages. Or let's say 93 pages. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Okay. Ignore the fact that some of these are prefab. Okay. So we have 24 times 96. 2,300 mods in the mod hub. Oh, not 96, 93. Bring that back. 24 times 93. 2,200 available for PC. Now if we go to console, it's only going to show me console mods. Okay? 68. That's basically a full page. So 24 times 68. So 1,600. So there are about 600 more mods available for PC as opposed to console. But still, 1,600.
All right, we got one flour bag so far.
Go here to 17. Okay. And we look, we had 66 pages. Just 66 pages. Say 65, just to round down, right? 65 times 24. We only had 1,560 PC mods in the mod hub for 17. Go to console for 17 mods. We only had 22. Basically a full page.
That seems to take a little bit. When I spawned in, when I parked the truck there, we only had 2,000 meters.
528. Drastic difference. 528 total console mods in Farm Sim 17. 1,632 total console mods, Farm Sim 19 to date. We're still adding mods. So console has more mods right now than all of PC in the Mud Hub. Only talking about the Mud Hub. Not talking about the various sundry of other places we could get stuff. Compost. Compost. More of that later. Let me get. All right. Let's get back to work. So what? 2,200 mods for PC to date. 1,600 mods console to date for 19. 1,500 and some mods total for PC in the Mod Hub for 17. 500 and some mods total for console in 17. Just on the Mod Hub. Basically impossible to count non-Mod Hub mods. We're not even going to go there. And probably 70% of them are junk. I know, we're waiting for Midtown. It doesn't matter. The numbers are the same. There's only been one mod that I ever have known to date that's been released for console only and not for PC. And that was a truck that GTX did in 17. He released it specifically for console because he felt console was missing out, and PC had enough mods. So if there's 200 3-meter cultivators, there's 200
see the
3-meter
respawn
cultivators
points
for
to
both
junkyard.
PC and console. Yeah, if you reset, it goes down there to the Valley Recycling Metals. Nathaniel, I don't have favorites. I don't
Like a
think
lot
it
of
that
New
way.
Hollands in there.
Holland.
I'm joking. I heard the other day talking about John Deere's.
There's 2 in there. You'll have to edit yours up and stick some casing. Well, I think that was a pre-release exclusive. Like, I think PC has the pre-release Mahindra exclusive. So if you take out the 100 prefabs, so you're down to 2,100 versus 1,600. Console's got a lot of mods in 19. They're getting a lot more favor in general from mod authors. In fact, the plethora of mod releases is the #1 reason why I stopped at the end of 2019 and doing the weekend roundups. It would take me all of Friday night and half of Saturday. A good half of a day to put that together. And that was when there was only, on a busy week, maybe 30 to 40 mods released. I've seen days now where PC will have 30 to 40 mods released in one day. Eddie, that's just rumor at this point. What I read was that Giants informed Focus they were considering it. Uh, 19 is, in my opinion, far better than 17 was on several aspects. Mostly the dynamic lighting. So we have a real light source. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right there. We have a real light source that right now is behind the sun, or behind the clouds. And that real light source moves across the sky. And as a result, the shadows are there. So in 17, it was simulated shadows.
All right, I parked the pickup truck down at the fountain.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I think 19 is better than 17 for those reasons. The lighting. I'm not a giant fan of the dynamic clouds, but the ability to see the clouds move. Whereas in 17, you got a static sky, same sky you saw every day. The UDIM of the vehicles means we get far better detailed vehicles, textures, materials at a lower file size. So in 17 and all versions of the game before that, every mod had to include their own textures. So this Kloss trailer would have had Kloss logos, the textures, the wheels. Everything would be self-contained. This Kloss tractor, same thing. All the textures used on the tractor would be self-contained in the mod. With Giants moving to the UDIM texturing technology or methodology, basically all the Kloss vehicles can be the exact same color because they reference basically a UDIM that is within the base game. Plastics can reference a UDIM, the leather can reference a UDIM, so it means your models are smaller because they're referencing textures that are already in the game engine, in the game files. If the mod is done correctly, lots of early converts did not properly convert the mod, use that type of texturing, and as such, mods were just overblown in size. They didn't really look that great. The ability to place things, even though it's a little janky, a little wonky, the ability to paint and draw out things, paint fields, paint grass, paint roads. Makes a map like No Man's Land that would have been basically impossible in 17. To do what Raz is doing with his No Man's Land multiplayer server, taking for all intents and purposes, a blank map and building out, I don't know how many farms, six or so farms, 5 or 6 farms, to build out an entire town, multiple sell points, all with placeables, painted roads, placeable bushes, placeable trees. Completely unfathomable from 17. Hey, Trauma Medic, how you doing tonight? You say we got a pallet of flour?
Oh, there was 2 bags on it.
Well, Eddie, the problem is terrain height. So there's definitely a way to move things, but you could run in the fact that well, the vehicles could be buried under the ground or in buildings. Because in your items.xml in your save game, this is assuming you're on PC, are all of your vehicles. So you have a vehicles and an items file. Your items would be your placeables, your bales, etc. Vehicles would be all of your vehicles and implements. So part of the entry for your vehicle is the coordinates, the GPS coordinates on the map of where the vehicle is, including the height of where the vehicle is. So if you copied that line from one save game, stuck it into another vehicle's XML in another save game or another map, your vehicle would appear in the exact spot it did on the first map, the second map, but your map might not be the same elevation in the second map. So your vehicle may spawn in underneath ground. May spawn in who knows how far above the ground and plummet to its death. Could spawn in vehicles, could spawn in a building. So there really isn't an easy way to transfer things over. Well, maybe they just need to turn their monitor down. I typically find that lots of monitors are just cranked up way too bright anyway. I mean, if you had 2 maps that were flat, might be possible. So if you tuned in for the stream where we did the silage, we had to swap out the map because we had an update, or a new save, so we kind of lost all the silage. We did test selling silage before then. The wonders of multiplayer autosave. I usually turn down the intensity on my monitor brightness a lot, both at work and at home. Now, OLED monitors, they are nice. They are really nice because you don't have a backlight. You can have true blacks. The OLEDs are nice. And as a result, they also end up consuming less power. Lots of new phone screens are OLED. Come over here and check for apple crates. There it is. You might want to. You might want to cut down on the grass down here by the apples. I mean, you know, if I go to F4, I can see them. But they do hide themselves pretty good. What? No, this is built into the map. Not a mod. This is built into the map. No global company on the map. What? Midtown flower. That's nice. Flower. I think it would be cool if we could place the apple trees. We wanted to put an apple orchard somewhere else. I guess I could go over here. And since we own this, yeah, Fixed Star can't find the apple crate.
Oh, did a little train painting.
Yeah. Oh, are they?
Yeah, seriously, they were hidden pretty good.
They're sunk in the ground. That one was. That one's not. I can see the bottom of that one.
We're gonna need Stevie's belt if we're gonna keep getting all this cow poop, because that's quite a bit of hitting our.
Yeah, that's a lot. I think the belt only holds like 1,000. At least I can pick them up out of the ground. Thought this one might store more of it. It's slower to pick up. We still got a fair bit of testing to go. The ultimate goal is to, if we did everything right, then the only time that the map would be updated is when Will adds new things to it. Versus, needing to update it with corrections. Now, that is probably a bit unrealistic. Probably always going to be some things that just aren't found or caught. So many different ways of play styles. But part of our attempt is to try to imagine as many of those different play styles as possible, regardless of how far out there they may be from our given play style, and see if we can identify those problems before they are identified by a player. I don't know how many people like having a map update to find out that your game save needs to be reset. So, man, that's kind of annoying, right? That's what we're all trying to avoid, is the endless updates of, this has been fixed, this has been fixed. And since testing, we've already had 3 map updates since testing. Holds 53,000. I think the cloth holds less. We get a couple more loads. Figure out what else we can get into. Did have milk, right? What? Oh. There we go. Guess we could go around and clean things up and see if it registers clean. Oh, there it is. Indeed it is. Missed it the last time. Hey, Paul, what's up? So you have to own the farms before you can buy animals. The fact that we didn't own those was a byproduct of me bringing some save game files over from one save to another. So don't worry, you don't have free access to the animal pens. Hey Dwayne, what's up? Yep, all is well. All is well. Well, hello, Farming Simulator 15, sir. Not sure staying there, but if you could run that through Google Translate into English, that would be appreciated. Love to chat with you, but I don't know what that means. I'll tell you, the one mod that I miss the most is the dynamic mini-map from 17. That was a little mod where you could see these info layers. These info layers down in the mini-map. Here. Oh, it gets the job done. What would you recommend then? Oh, no problem, Elmar. No, I don't know Russian. Sorry. How is the weather in Russia? Summertime there. How hot's it get? How hot's it get in Moscow? Not bleeding through the sides or the back. Perfect. Perfection. So if you've never experienced pre-compost compaction, you basically need to compress it like you do silage. Cover it up with a blanket and let it cook. You'll have yourself some compost. Down here. And let's get some. Got a tractor in here with motor on. Over here. Right. Let's go get a bucket and let's go clean up some animal pens. If we can't clean them up. We could also see if we could sell milk. So we did get the bale situation sorted out a little bit from last night's stream, with the exception of stuff that Straw Harvest is doing. That's just how that mod is made. What I'm hearing,
Field
it sounds
23 done with hired helper, no problems.
Sounds like that mod doesn't look in the map, see if there are any custom bales. So it doesn't register any custom bale types. And when it encounters a custom bale type that it doesn't know about, because it doesn't look, then basically it goes run home to mama and doesn't know what to do. So it basically says, I'll call you straw. It would be nice if they would update that. To be nice if they'd update that mod to look for custom bale types. There's more and more maps out there that are supporting these additional bale types. Clover bales, alfalfa bales, straw from corn, to name a few. Weather is hot here. We were in the 90s today. So in the US we measure in Fahrenheit. Don't know what that is in Celsius because I know the rest of the world goes by a beat of a different drummer. It was in the 90s today. It was pretty hot yesterday too. Oops. Yeah, we play a fair bit of 17 or 19. Find that that is probably the majority of the content in their channel. I haven't done a lot of multiplayer recently. Been a bit preoccupied with other things. Multiplayer can really consume a lot of your time because of the way we play multiplayer. Although later, when we play multiplayer, typically the server runs 24/7. Means if you really don't have the time to get on there, the server's still running. And as a result, well, you play with seasons, you lose crops. Right. Head down to the one cow farm. So I saw you separated this field up, Will. Be one field in, well, actually, this used to be a field, and this was a field. I don't think this road existed, did it? Dirt road exists in the 17 version? Yes. So I have a laptop also that I can't play 19 on. I could barely play 17 on. I had to do it in really low graphic settings. For those new to the map, we were talking about this scrapyard being the reset point. Time again, isn't it? Oh no, my PC starts to choke for some reason. Need to give it a few minutes. Valor recovery metal, that is the reset point for the map. Alright, we're back. Reset a vehicle, hops in there where the truck is. And this particular facility does have hours. Don't reset your vehicle late at night, or it's going to be locked up till morning. So let's check our chickens. Not changed yet. Sheep haven't changed. So this farm does not produce milk. This farm only does beef cattle. We're going to go over to the other map. Get the milk. Oh, do you have a bale trigger in here now? Let's say American maps that are detailed. Where is it? Oh, maybe I didn't update the server copy. That's probably what it was. Probably didn't update it on the server. Or is it not there? Might not have updated the barn. Send me the file name and I'll update it. Maybe you didn't send it to me. When did you update it? Hey Joshua, what's up? You want a big field? Here's a big field for you. 191 acres. Okay. So this area here I'm outlining is basically a standard map. Okay. So this is basically like a fourth of a standard map. One field. You want a big field? There you go. That'll keep you occupied for a little while. Field 40 is a little bit smaller. Those two fields will keep you occupied for quite some time. Some of these other fields, 49 isn't too much to shake a stick at either. 22 is pretty big. 46 over there is pretty big. Josh, are you talking about this? Map's the title of the screen. And then there's a pretty darn big grass area over here too. Part of that viable land. Also some wonderful rolling hills on some fields. Map is far from flat. That area back there just looks a little weird. As if it's missing something. So square. Over here, we're continuing our power substations with a bank of solar panels. Have a substation. Once again, is hooked up for high transmission lines. This is the mega dairy farm. Somebody got a dolly trailer for the milk, but you have to back. Skip. The idiot that would do that. Not overcorrect. Not overcorrect. I have to say, I find it a lot easier to back up dollies in SnowRunner. There's no resistance on this dolly from rotating in Farm Sim. SnowRunner, there's resistance. With Farm Sim, as soon as you're not straight, it starts to whip. SnowRunner, you can put a little bit of pressure on it because it's like there's weight. Really want to come into this facility with smaller equipment. Then we got more. Corn Belt is a 4x map that's been stretched to a 16x land area. So down here you have to collect your own manure. So now that we've got that cleaned up, keep an eye on game registers. Clean areas have been cleaned. Yep, sheep's 100% clean now. Chicken's 100% clean. The beef cattle now 100% clean. The horses don't make a mess, so we don't have to worry about that. Pigs are well on their way to be 100% clean. And these are the ones we just cleaned up. All right, Elmar, thanks for dropping by. We'll be here all week. Now this side of the map is more of the flatter side, as is the southern side of the map. Northern area of the map is very much rolling hills. Our apple trees are over there, just under the bridge. That is a big train bridge. Comes through at set times of the day. Good running head start. Because we got a beast of a hill coming. I'm surprised there aren't any runoff lanes. Trucks. There's your incline. It's like you're climbing the hill to a roller coaster, and we're about to go down. Well, Saskatchewan, it's hard to say because I think they announced that the reason that they're delaying the next farm sim was for the new consoles, which may imply that they are maybe not looking to backport it. It's hard to say. We really don't know anything about the next farm sim, if it's what its requirements are going to be as far as graphically. It's going to be an interim update to FS19, or if it's going to be a leap. Now, past history would say that it's going to be an interim update. From what I understand, 15 was a was a leap forward from 13. 17 was an interim update to 15. 19 was a pretty drastic change from 17 under the hood. So trending would tell you that the next one would be an interim update to 19, more of a refinement update. Hard to say. Go to sell milk. See? 100% cleanliness. 70% cleanliness on our pigs. Go down the pigs and just see. Hey, the pigs are just dirty. Maybe we missed something. Good to check these things, because how many times have we seen a map where you can't clean the animal area? That's how lots of folks get into mapping, is they decide, you know what, I would like it to look like this instead. And then you go in and you tweak it. Maybe we didn't clean the pig. Yeah, I forgot that. No manure yet. Lots for pig landmines. You need to bring crawl over here. Ah, no. We don't need. We don't need straw for manure in base game, do we? Maybe we do. We'll have to get straw over there. Perfect. Flip into the walls. Maybe I should get something else to active. Like this. So this map has some vehicles that you can make use of. You don't own. Wheel loader is just one of those. Want to get this compacted so we can blanket it and see if we can sell it. Verify we can sell it. Verify we can spread it on the field. Welcome back, Isaac. Alright, well that's where we're going to leave it for the night. We're at 2 hours. We go ahead and just finish compacting both of these bunkers. Put them under blanket. And then we'll be back. Plan is we'll be back tomorrow night. Same bat time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Same bat channel. To do some more live stream testing on Nebraska. Well, not Nebraska. Midtown USA 4X Farm Sim 19. Okay, you want to do the closeout?
Go ahead, I'm a little frustrated right now.
Oh, okay. And until next time, happy farming.